Belmont. It's also a mill town. It's complex. But one of the families was named the Teskies, and they built a lot of these big mills. The mill's purpose changed a lot. It was flour mills, woolen mills, grain mills. There's a lot of them. But all those stone buildings are pretty much built by the Teskies, who actually don't live in Appleton anymore. I don't think any of their family name still is in Appleton.
But they built the stone building.
Yeah, so in here we can take a quick look. It's the tool shed. It's just full of old, oh my goodness. I don't even remember which key it is. Yeah. So this one is just an old tool shed. It gets pretty hot in here. But these are all just old farm tools that have been donated to us.
Nice. I recognize some of these.
Yeah. These are used for butter. That was used for butter. And some of these are used for cream and ice cream. Yeah.
Wow.
And you got a fanning mill.
This
Nice.
can be used to separate the grains from.
Oh yeah.
Roll it back and forth. They can be used to separate grain from the stems or depending on what the different kind of grain was.
What is this?
This? Yeah, should know what this is.
Is that for wool or something?
Yeah, I can't remember the exact purpose of it though. That's
The word carding comes to mind, but I don't even know what that means.
It's annoying.
It could be
I
a
should
carding
know what it
machine.
is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would be for wool. I should know what it is.
There's one with a label in the basement.
Yeah, it's very similar. There's also one upstairs, but yeah, this could be used for pulling the wool into finer threads. Yeah, there are old sleds out here, all sorts of things. Those are. So this is an old lean-to attached to the side. In there we just store we store a lot of things. So there's other old sleds. This is actually for a different event we held. It's in there because it needed to get kept out of the rain because it started raining during the event. So that event would have been probably a month ago almost.
Is that another seed separator? Yeah.
Oh, bug flew in my face. So there's all sorts of tools in here. But these were basically what we use as a garage now. A little lean-to attached to the old pioneer cabins.
It reminds me of my sister's house. Her house is from a period over near Cornwall. It's John Chisholm's old farmstead from the 1850s, I think, or 1840s. And
What was your event last month?
So we have
Painting event?
lots of events for children.
Yeah.
So we had a dinosaur day. We had a dinosaur day last month. It was for little kids mostly.
Nice.
But it was a really popular event. A lot of kids came to it. And I don't know
Oh,
if this key isn't working. I think this
I heard
lock must
something.
be plus.
I heard something turn there.
Yeah, but
That's not.
I think this lock is busted.
it's her typical old lock.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah.
There's a lot to fit in such a small cabin, but it kind of fits the thing. So there'd be a lot of stuff jammed into one of these little houses. They'd share a lot of their living quarters. So down here you can see all sorts of things that would be used in Pioneer Life. Like this is a dry sink. There was no running water, so this was what they used to wash dishes, and they'd wash laundry and something more like that. But you'd have to take it out, fill it with water, bring it in, wash all your stuff, empty it.
Yeah.
There'd be, if they wanted to work on, there's a loom over there, all their chores that weren't fit for outside, they'd have to do in here. There's a butter churn over there. This fireplace used to have a chimney, but when they were rebuilding it, they had to take the chimney because the fireplace was falling apart. It was one of the things that got damaged when they moved everything. Yeah.
And there's an upstairs?
There is an upstairs.
Take it
We
away.
have to. There. We have to.
Oh, yeah.
There's wasps up there.
Oh.
Yeah. We have to get it.
Wasps,
There's someone
yeah.
that's gonna come and fix that, but there's wasps.
I'll take.
right up here. So I don't know if you guys want.
I'm not allergic.
Yeah.
I'll take. What is it called? At my own risk.
I'm just gonna chill here. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, there are wasps up here.
Yeah, there are a lot of them.
I have yet to see them. Where are they?
Here's one.
Right there.
Ah.
And right
Yeah,
there.
Yeah,
there's
there are a lot of them. There's someone coming to fix that.
Oh,
They-
isn't this fascinating?
Yeah, so I can go up and explain if you guys want to look from the
Oh, yeah.
safety of the
Yeah,
of the
from
stairs. So, in Pioneer, they didn't have any form of birth control or anything like that. So they would often have a lot of children, and when the children are small, it wouldn't be that much of a problem. When they'd all share one living or sleeping area, but you could fit a lot of cribs beside each other, and families could make cribs. They made a lot of their own things,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and cribs were probably one of the easier things they had to make.
Yeah.
But that all worked. When the kids started growing up, a bed takes up a lot more space. So oftentimes, they would share a bed, and in some families, families would be so big that they could only fit like 3 beds, and children would have to sleep like horizontally instead of vertically in the
Yeah.
bed, because you need to fit so many people in.
I'm getting flashbacks to my childhood. I'm the oldest of 10.
10. Yeah. Yeah, that's the size of family they have. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be probably an average size, right?
And they would need a lot more children because they would need to work on the farm, or
Mm-hmm.
they need to make clothes or just any kind of job. They weren't hiring people to do their family's chores.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot more work to do. And so over here there's this is kind of what you would, this is for shaving, all this stuff over here. This would be more
Oh,
for
yeah.
shaving, or because they wouldn't usually use a dry sink like what's downstairs for like washing their hands, because that's where their food's going usually.
Mm-hmm.
They'd use more like a bowl that might be up here. And also, like, obviously they wouldn't use the place where they wash their food to go to the bathroom. So
Mhm.
before toilets and running water, this is basically what the bathroom setup would look like.
The chamber.
You would have a hole in the chair, and underneath there'd be a bowl, and when you were done doing your business, you'd bring it outside and you'd have to dump it out. So
Mm-hmm.
they wasn't very sanitary, but at least they weren't using the same dry sink.
Hey, well, having an indoor one must have been fancy.
Everywhere I look, I see work.
Yeah,
so much
they
work.
needed a lot of people because there was a lot of work to get done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, even got rug beaters.
Yeah, rug beaters. Yeah,
It's better than using a broom.
Yeah. This place, yeah. Yeah, over here there's more razors, old types of razors.
Oh yeah.
Straight razors are kind of, I guess, becoming more of a thing again. But
Yeah.
And the pump organ.
yeah, so a lot of families needed something. Children needed entertainment, or needed a hobby, kind of, I guess that you could say. So
Yeah.
a lot of them would practice musical instruments, and they would fit it in their house. Yeah. So.
Very nice. That was an awesome tour. Thank you for
Yeah,
that.
thanks for the tour.
Thank you so much.
What a nice discovery.
Wow.
If you guys ever want to come back, maybe go to a different exhibit or something.
Yeah.
That'd be fantastic.
I wish I had seen the photography one, but
Yeah.
the doctor one's pretty cool too.
So I tell you, probably the most well, maybe not to everyone has their own interests, but to me one of the most interesting things was it was all the same person. Well, not all of it, but so one of the co-owners, not owners, one of the most, like, everything's a volunteer position here,
Mhm.
except for the employees that actually, like me and some of the summer students.
Yeah.
So one of the people that volunteer to keep the museum running and organize the events and things like that, his name's Ed Wilson, and he actually had 500 old old cameras that would use film, all sorts of different kinds.
Wow.
Tin type
Oh my
cameras that would
God.
use tin types. He had 500 of them in a collection, so we brought all of them in, and we put as many on display as we could. But 500's a lot. So,
Yeah, that's more than you can fit.
yeah. So in the old camera display, there was tin types, and there was film photos. There was newer cameras too.
Oh,
There were electronic cameras. We had
oh,
things like that. So
Yeah.
there's a big collection. So Ed Wilson's probably he donates a lot of stuff. Yeah, he's
he does lots of
kind
stuff
of the boss.
to keep this going.
Yeah,
And he collects cameras.
yeah.
Well, super nice. Thanks for showing us everything.
Yeah, thank you very much.